Captain, we're so sorry to keep you waiting, but we're gonna put this here. This is our farewell gallon, and later we'll sing our farewell song. Wishing you luck, and we hope to see you again.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
We're Adam and Vicki. After spending 3 years sailing within New Zealand and preparing for offshore sailing, we've sailed our 40-foot sailboat Te Tāiko from New Zealand to Fiji. So far, we've sailed to some remote islands in Fiji, enjoying the beauty and tranquility Fiji has to offer before sailing west to Fiji's biggest island, Vanuatu, via the Broad Passage and Inner Northern Reef. But it's now time for us to say goodbye to Fiji and continue sailing west to our next destination, the beautiful country of Vanuatu. If you'd like to join our journey, please support our channel by clicking the subscribe button and leaving us a comment. A big thank you to you for watching, and a massive thank you to our Patreons for your support and help in making this possible. Now, back to the video.
So that's it, we've left Bunda. A great send-off, singing songs and stuff, it's just amazing. And we're heading across Bunda Bay. Te Tāiko is behind us. We're heading for the Malolo Passage, where we'll head out into the Pacific and off to Vanuatu. So it's been a great time in Fiji, just absolutely magic. A magical spot. So it's just past 2 PM and we've been underway for about 5 hours now. It was very calm going through the reef, in the reef area, inside the reef. We managed to sail a little bit and then we just had to motor. And now we're out in the open and we're just clearing the lee of Iti Levu. So we're feeling that it's forecasted winds. It's probably 30 to 35 knots at the moment. And we've got those swells that are forecast, so it's all as per the forecast, and as we get further out it's wrapping around after our beam quite nicely. So we're sailing along pretty fast. We're doing around 7 or 8 knots over ground, so that's good, and we just need to ride this out. As the high moves off to the east, then this will diminish, so probably going to be like this until about midnight and then start tailing off. So yeah, for now we're going fast. It's a bit uncomfortable, we just sort of hunkered down, just put our life jackets on just as a bit of a precaution, and just riding it out. It is a beautiful day out here, it's very sunny, the water looks gorgeous, it's that beautiful dark blue, and Tāiko's doing what she does and ripping along. So we've been underway for just about 8 hours now. It's 4:45 in the evening. The sun's just getting a bit low in the sky and the moon's coming up. It's quite a full moon, so with the clear sky hopefully we get some moonlight tonight. It's always good. Conditions have been pretty sporty, but that was as predicted. Like over the last hour, averaging 33 knots, max 44. We're on quite a deep broad reach though. The hydrovane steering doing a great job as always. The seas is about 3 metres. They're forecast for 2.7. They're probably about that, I'd say. So there's the odd deep roll that we do, but we just propped ourselves up in the cockpit and we're happy, and we know that this is just going to ease in due course. So we're just starting to think about dinner. Also, one of the running backstays are a bit of a pain because when you lash them forward to allow the boom to go out, the stainless stays cling against the spreaders and they make a horrible sound down below. So I'm going to have to go up onto the cabin top and try and resolve that, otherwise it's not good to lie down below and hear that clanging. So that's all good. Yeah, so we'll just starting to think about what we're going to do for watches as well. So we'll come up with a plan for that soon. And yeah, we've covered 50 miles so far. And average speed 6.4, max 11.4. We tend to be moving at about 7 to 9 knots. So it's pretty fast, a bit lumpy, a bit rolly. We'll be pleased when it calms down. But it's just uncomfortable at the moment, not unsafe, so we'll just hang in there. Alright. So the sun's just going down. It's a beautiful sunset this evening, and Vic's just gone down to get some rest. Just had some dinner, so everything's good. The wind is, I mean, it's still around 30 knots, but it's just lost a little bit of punch. Maybe just around sunset, sunrise, something to do with sunrise, something to do with sunset perhaps, but we'll see. For now it's all good, so see how the night goes. Hi, so we've just had day 2 and it's just evening time. The sun's getting low in the sky and the moon's up already, so we're in for another reasonably bright night, which is nice. It's been a pretty low-key day on the boat today. It's really quite rough yesterday and overnight, and neither of us slept much. We were up helping each other and just getting through the night. There was one squall, but mainly it was just those kind of amped up trade winds and the sea state. But as predicted, everything's simmering down and it's actually been a really nice day out today. There's still a little bit of a swell underlying, but the wind chop's pretty much gone. And tomorrow I'm expecting it to die right off to calm, so hopefully we can still motor, but that is what's predicted, so we'll see what happens. But yeah, we've just been napping during the day and we had a pasta meal for dinner. It's a simple one. Vic's gone down. It's just on 6, coming up to 6 PM, so she's gone to get her head down to get some rest, and I'm on watch from 6 till 9. We're going to do 3-hour watches through the night, so I'll be on 6 till 9 and midnight to 3, and Vic will be filling in those times in between. So I'm expecting it to be a pretty calm night. Just the trades have backed off, so then there's nice steady trade winds. It's about 18 to 22 knots true wind at the moment. So we've got a full main up, and I've just put out a bit of head sail just to help balance the rig a little bit. And just behind me here you can see the hydrovan. It's been steering us the whole time, doing a fabulous job. The thing is amazing. Overall everything's good. There's a couple of other boats around. There was a big 3-masted boat motoring at 10 knots into the trades going the opposite direction, and also a container ship went past, so Vic picked those up on AIS, which is a great little tool, AIS. So anyway, I'll leave it there for now.
Hello, so we're nearly into day 3. Well, we're in day 3 because we left at 20 past 9 from Fiji, but technically it's not midday, so the 3rd day hasn't started. It's been going well. Adam would have updated you that when we left and it was pretty rough, which we knew it was going to be, and we accepted that, so we could make the most of this passage to get to Vanuatu. On Friday when we left, we had an appointment with customs at 8 AM to clear out, and they came along to the Vunda Marina, and it was a very quick process, less than 5 minutes I'd say, and then they were very clear that we had to go. We weren't allowed to hang around, we weren't allowed to anchor anywhere else, which is fine. I mean, New Zealand's the same. And we radioed up Vunda to say that we're ready to leave because we need help getting out of the East Basin, or the Eastern Marina, and it was the most tear-jerking moment for Adam and I, because all of the staff came. Look, I'll start crying about it now, thinking about it, but all of the staff came to our boat and they put a layer of flowers on Te Tāiko on the bow, wishing her a safe passage, and sang us a farewell song in Fijian. And it was, you know, you can imagine how Adam and I were feeling at that moment, because we were leaving now to go on a 4-day ocean passage, the first time just the 2 of us doing this, and so trying to figure it out. So we haven't filmed much because you can understand we're figuring it out and tired, but I was anxious about it, Adam was excited about it, but so you can imagine that kind of a farewell is quite, look, overwhelming, because it's they're just such beautiful people. They're so kind. Everywhere we've gone, whether in Nandi, Savu, Latoko, wherever, they've always been so kind. You just walk down the street and they go Bulla, and you go Bulla, and they ask where you're from, you say New Zealand, and they go Kia ora every time. So it's quite lovely. So Vunda Marina, you know, another boat had just arrived, and they welcomed that boat with this beautiful song and a lei of flowers, and then they farewelled us with this beautiful song, wished us well on our way. And as we were exiting the marina through the channel, you go past the restaurant, the Vunda restaurant, and there was a guy playing the drums because it's signalling that we're going, so it was quite sad. You know, it was our first country that we've sailed to Taiko to. We've had a nice time there, and it's indicative of the lifestyle we've chosen, where we're now moving on. So great memories, and thank you to Vunda Marina for making it so special leaving. And yeah, things are going well. Today is a beautiful day. There's just no wind, but that awful swell has disappeared. And yeah, it's just so beautiful out here. So yeah, just waiting for a bit more wind, but we should get in about, we calculated 30 hours time. So we're going to be running the engine, and in 30 hours tomorrow we will be in Port Resolution. So Adam's got the fishing line out, he's ever so hopeful. So we'll see how we go with that too. But yeah, we'll update you when we're closer to Vanuatu.
So we're less than 200 miles to Vanuatu now, and it's time to hoist the Q flag. So this is our quarantine flag, yellow flag. All boats, international boats, we have one. And we take it up the starboard spreader, take down the Fijian flag that's flying there, put up the Q flag to indicate that we haven't cleared into Vanuatu, and so it's like a declaration of our status. Very excited. And there's something about it, eh? It's like, it's actually happening when this comes out of the drawer. And all this flag's seen better days. It's about a quarter missing. It's that thing where you do a rolling hitch upside down and it's really confusing. So, removing from the bag the Vanuatuan flag.
Fijian.
Is Vanuatuan, is that a word? Vanuatuan, the flag of Vanuatu. And quite nice, eh? Not sure which way's that may, I don't know which way is at the top. Anyway, and then we've got our Fijian flag, which they're not built to last, are they? But I like that flag too, it's nice. So we've got the Q flag up there at the moment, and then once we've been cleared into Vanuatu, we'll take this up to the flag halyard and we'll hoist this and take the Q flag down. So it's midnight on Sunday, and we're due to Port Resolution tomorrow. I've nominated an arrival time of 3 PM with them. We're currently 99 miles to run to the anchorage on Tanner Island, Port Resolution, where we're due. Slow going now because we've pretty much lost the wind. It's about 2 knots of wind, but just variable, which is as predicted. And I can see, although it's dark, there's enough moonlight to see it's very glassy out. So we're just wobbling around a little bit with the residual swell, but it's pretty calm. So just thinking, still managing about 5 to 6 knots, maybe a little bit over 6 at times. There's a bit of residual swell behind us which helps push us along, doing 6.7 for a moment there over the ground. So the average speed's probably about 6 knots, so I'll need to do a calculation and figure out whether we're likely to make it in during business hours for customs on Monday, or whether we need to adjust the plans. I think we might need to adjust the plans because we're probably going to get in it in the evening, I'd say. So I'll just run the rest of this watch till 3 AM and then do a bit of a calculation and then send them an email using the satellite connection and they're ready on go, using the email addresses I have for them, and just let them know our situation, that we're essentially becalmed and proceeding under engine pretty slowly, and what our ETA is. It's about the best we can do, and I think the best thing is just to update them so they've got that information. The thing is the officials actually have to travel across the island, across Te Island. They're not based in Port Resolution, so they've got a couple of hour drive across the island to actually meet us. I understand the road's not easy, so probably the least we can do is let them know so that they don't have to make that trip unnecessarily. Although I do expect, being officials, they'll be monitoring our position with AIS anyway, but out of courtesy we'll let them know. So we'll just keep plodding along, keep looking for signs of wind. The wind's due to fill in from the south, sort of a bit of east in it, but that's probably not until 9 AM or so. But as always, just keep an eye on the wind instruments. Funny things happening right now. I just flew past, there's a booby, which is a seabird, and it's been perched on the mast top since it landed on my last watch, so it's been there for over 3 hours, but it seems to keep taking off and circling around and re-landing. I know Vic is very worried about the instruments on top of the mast, because they're not small birds, they're like a big seagull or a gannet, and it's not there right now, but I can see it circling around, and it pooped on the boat before I heard it splatter. Thankfully there was a cover, otherwise I'd have fishy poo on me. But anyway, I think it is a bit of a privilege to have a hitchhiker, and I'm not too worried. And I think deep down Vicky doesn't mind that much either. But yeah, it's just a bit of entertainment for the watch, to watch the booby circling around, swooping around in the darkness, and then attempting to land and aborting landings. When it does land, it's amazing that it can actually balance up onto the mast top, because it'll be swinging a lot up there. Anyway, we'll monitor the position and update customs as and when needed. This is just a visual. So this is our position here. This is Te Island in Port Resolution. So we're proceeding from right to left across the chart, and it's just a night mode, so the chart's got a black background. But you can see over here we've got 98 miles to run to Port Resolution, and it's at a bearing of 247 degrees, and we're doing 240 degrees. So yep, just a bit of information there to show you. I'll zoom out and give you the bigger picture. So this is Fiji here, Fiji Levu, where we've started from. We're doing the 450 nautical mile passage across to Vanuatu. This long island here is New Caledonia. So that's the bigger picture. And then zooming in, we're on approach here to Te Island, which is one of the southernmost islands. We're just arriving in Vanuatu. We're 45 miles from Te Island, Port Resolution. We've got our first volcano just off 9 miles off our beam, called Futuna, and we've just put out the head sail, hoping to get a bit more sail assist. We're expecting some southeast winds to start filling in. We've been motoring for over 24 hours, and I think we might have to motor most of the way now, but we're almost there. And so we can't see Te Island yet, it's not on the horizon, it's too far away, but this Fortuna Island is a stunner. Big flat top volcano jutting up out of the deep ocean, cloaked in rainforest. It looks amazing.
If there is something we need, it's a leap of faith. step away from the comfort
Hello, we made it!
We made it!
Woohoo! We made it to Tana Island in Vanuatu. 3 days and some hours. We did it!
That's the volcano right between our heads, we think. And
We think so, yeah.
anyway, it's been a great trip and we're really happy, aren't we?
Yeah, it's about 3:45 and apparently customs are there waiting for us.
Just don't pass on the dare. If you have the will and a moment to spare, it's a beautiful world out there. It's a beautiful world out there. It can be a bit frightening, something you don't know. You need a little enlightening, it'll make you grow. It's a beautiful world out there. Just don't pass on the dare. If you have the will and a moment to spare, it's a beautiful world out there.
Hello, so it's now Tuesday. We arrived at about 4:45 in the evening yesterday, on Monday, and unfortunately we were too late for customs because they travel across the Tana Island from the west to come here. It's about a 2-hour trip. So they emailed and said they'd meet us in the morning, which they did. They came across, and so now we're officially cleared into Vanuatu, and we haven't even been here 24 hours, but it is an absolutely stunning place. It is just so beautiful. The people are friendly. After clearing into customs, we asked about the tour to volcano. Oh no, it's just Stanley, and you had to walk through the road down to the village to go and find Stanley. People are so friendly here, honestly, and yeah, it's true. They do seem like the happiest people in the world. They're very kind. So we can now raise the Vanuatu flag and take down our Q flag. So we're all ready to raise the flag now. Oops, it's very rolly in this anchorage.
World out there. Oh, it's a beautiful world out there. Just don't pass on the day.
And there we are. So Taiko's second country she has visited offshore.
It's a beautiful world
Very
out
proud.
there.
Checked
It's
in.
a beautiful
Woohoo.
world out there.
All right.
Oh, if you have the will and a moment to spare.
So it's really cool. Since we've been here, the local people come out on their, like it's a canoe, like an outrigger canoe, obviously homemade. They're all the same. They go fishing here on the reef, and they work together. They get in the water and they scare the mackerel, we were told it's mackerel, into the nets. And then we saw them on shore, and they tie the mackerel up quite nicely in little bundles and sell them to the other people in the village. It's just so friendly, they're so nice, but this is the real deal, I think. This is just an incredible experience, seeing them out here working hard like this in their homemade canoes. Yeah, we are just anchored. The volcano's just somewhere here, we think, on the hill. We saw it coming in, we saw the smoke coming out of it, and if you look carefully, but there's a whole lot of steam coming out around here. I don't think it's continuous. It's every now and then you see steam and smoke coming out, and we can smell it, the sulphur. And not sure, I know all the cruisers come here and anchor here and go to the volcano, but it's kind of like you ask yourself, is this a wise thing to do, to be anchored near an active volcano where steam's coming out of the ground? But we're here now. So this is what we're doing, but it is beautiful, like watching the steam come out of the forest. It's just, I can't describe how beautiful this place actually is. Honestly, it's like stepping back in time, would you agree? It's just so authentic, it's awesome. Yeah, and there they go on their canoes.